You know, this country, this country is crying for a leader. But then when young men like myself, or for myself, I get these attacks. And Bahamas, I think this is the last one. I can't take no more. I pride myself on hard work. I pride myself on working. I pride myself on taking care of providing for me and my family. And to have somebody report me and report my business to hurt me from being able to make money for me and my family to take care of my bills. It kind of opened my eyes and changed my perspective in terms of how what we really want. I as a young man, I've never been in problems to the extent where it required me. I never was in a gang. I spent all my life as a child in the church. When my grandmother told us as a young man, hey, we can join the uncle church. Nobody offered no resistance. We went. We built the church. We was active, especially me. I was a very active young man in the church. The church is all I knew. Teach the Sunday school, you know, prayed for the tithes and offering, collected it. Sometimes I would moderate the service. I was so dedicated to the ministry. I even push until I learned how to beat the drums. Many times I used to get removed off the drums because the pastor or the bishop say, "Oh, you ain't beating good." You understand? But they was dedicated to serve a man that represented God. Okay, but then when you become an adult, these same people who you showed love and support to, they were the ones who turn around and try to create sabotages for your life. And after 7 years, Bahamas, I don't think it's fair that I continue to accept and to appreciate and to encourage my citizens to continue to treat us, Bahamians who want to do better in this nation. Okay, as much as I'd be on Facebook activism and sharing my inputs, I never reported nobody, never hurt nobody income. I would encourage people because begging for me, I'm not accustomed and I'm not good at that. And so it's something I never push. And to see people deliberately and intentionally try to push me in a position that where I have to may terminate certain productions that I am involved with, and to see people, it's just discouraging, bombers. And so I asked to the adults, I asked the nation, not every young man has a bad reputation and deserves to be treated as if that's what y'all want for us. I patterned my life according to the word of God. I got married as a young man at 28, 29. I got married to my wife who I was with for almost now 17, going on 18 years. We was married for almost 12 years. Faithful, never went out there and had an affair. I know of bishops who was removed from the workforce for harassing women and still running the church. Nobody saying anything, nobody reporting them, nobody in their business. But little old Hanchelu trying to live a righteous life, pleasing in the sight of God, trying to provide advice and assistance to a nation in a time when we could use it. I am being faced with these challenges. I have to deal with these matters. For 7 years, me and my wife have to be going through these challenges. And I'm saying to my nation, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? What do y'all want when y'all say y'all want a leader? Y'all really want young men who trying to be a positive role model to society, or y'all want young men who you see we just had three young men get shot, two get murdered. I know the young man who got killed, Bob. It seemed like they won't even push Bob. I know Mr. Beast. I had privilege of speaking to him. I didn't know that, and I'm not saying that he was a part of some nefarious activities, but he's a young man, great potential, talented. But whatever happened cut down. That's what y'all want for us, Bahamas? That y'all really don't want young men to be positive, that y'all really want young men who y'all could complain about and who y'all could see get killed in the streets like dogs? Because I was a young man. And my advice to the young man who keep calling the show and keep harassing me and talking about this Rasta, I can dwell on that for a minute too, because what we have to understand is I always respected the Rastafarian culture and religion. I have friends, I know people who've always been in the Rasta faith. I've always respected them. And so when this attack come from to me from outside of the Rastafarian community, it disturbed me because this is not the first time I was attacked. The first time I was attacked was in 019, 021, before the election, general election. And some things happened to my father, to my daddy, and I was blamed for it. And I didn't do it. But he told me what was the report. He said it was XYZ. And I didn't offer no problems. Now fast forward, this young man, after all these years, my company being open, he have a problem with the name Fencing Rasta. And I never had a problem, never spoke out against the Rastafarian religion. Even though it is, in my mind and in my opinion, and based on the definition, a false doctrine. And when you Google and research what false doctrine means, as a Christian nation, we have a specific segment or group or community, say they worship in a man who have already acknowledged that he is not Jesus Christ or is the reincarnation. Okay? But then they went out there and they victimized me. And so that young man who called, I don't want to go to the police, but I'm thinking hard now to put all of my cases before the police in a professional complaint from 2017 straight up to now, and bring everybody before the courts and before the police, because I don't think it's fair that me as a young man who's trying to be a difference. That's why I told my family, how could you not be happy for me who aspiring to be a politician? I ain't trying to be a criminal. I ain't aspiring. Those guys who go there murdering people, they aspiring to be criminals. I aspiring to be a politician, a career politician, a positive, who trying to do good with his life, build businesses. I'm not good at begging. I don't think it's fair. I should be on the internet and the radio begging people for money. Y'all support the show, donate, sponsor. No, I say, give me some work. I love to work. I'm a hard worker. So that's why I built the business and started a business, fencing business, so I could contribute and could give back to society. And so anyway, I hear the music coming in. So guess what? We can take a break and we'll be right back.
Breaker 19, turn me up. I'm live on the line. See, now we on.
Fall is here, and so are the incredible advertising deals at Global 99.5 FM. Whether you're launching a new product, promoting holiday sales, or just want to get your brand out there, we've got you covered with unbeatable rates this season. Reach thousands of potential customers and boost your business before the holidays hit. Call 326-0271 or just email sales@globalradio995fm.com to learn more about our fall advertising promotions. Global 99.5 FM, reaching customers wherever they are for your success. Bahamian feel-good food in the right atmosphere. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whichever you choose. It's the Cricket Club Restaurant at Haynes Point, West Bay Street. The food is off the chain. Bahamian breakfast. We talking stew cow, stew fish, and sheeptown sauce. And for lunch, crab soup, okra soup, and pea soup and dumpling. Man! And for dinner, they got mahi seafood platter or steak and shrimp. Only $28.95 per person. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Cricket Club Restaurant. Call 326-4720 for reservations. Oh, and don't forget, there's a live band, The Magic Touch, every Friday night
Great vehicle performance begins with an exceptional oil. Choosing the right motor oil for your Honda may seem confusing, so here's one simple rule to follow. Look for the oil with the Honda name. Using Honda Genuine Ultimate Full Synthetic Motor Oil in your Honda will enhance your car's performance because it is formulated and tested to meet exacting Honda specifications. Available now at Nassau Motor Company on Shirley Street.
You know it's Christmas when the stores get all decked out. Come to the Brass and Leather Shops and the Luggage Store. We've got gift ideas for everyone on your list. Quality leather goods from Land. Guess, Nine West, Kipling, and Rioni are awaiting you. We have manicure and pedicure sets, gifts for the kids, sell accessories, and furry slippers for those with cold feet. It is all here to make your Christmas shopping easy and special. We can't wait to see you.
Another year, another Christmas, and another opportunity to enjoy the amazing variety and quality at Y-Cares. Men's jeans, all styles, along with dress and short sleeve shirts. Ladies' jeans, all styles, plus dress pants, blouses, and underwear. Y-Cares has a big selection of fridges, stoves, irons, and fans, and even bed mattresses and box spring frames for all sizes. Everything you need for everyone that needs it is at Y-Cares. 3 locations to serve you: Bahama Avenue, East Street South, and Prince Charles Drive.
A unique retail store. AID is your go-to for car and home owners. The prices they won't break you. Here is what to do. Shop at AID. Yes, we are here to take care of you. That's right, because AID got all you need, all you really need, and more, and more, and more. AID got all you need, all you really need, and more. AID. Cause we got digital devices, houseware and automotive parts, refresh your home or service your car, just to name a few. And that's not all that we can do, cause AID got all you need, all you really need, and more, and more, and more. AID got all you need, all you really need, and more. AID, all you really need, and more.
Nassau Motor Company knows that finding the right part for your car is important. That's why you can count on us to give you a quality AC Delco part, like maintenance-free batteries for quicker starts and pressure-tested water pumps for years of smooth operation. AC Delco parts are made to strict GM specifications and fit most cars and trucks in the Bahamas. Nassau Motor Company, AC Delco, and you, a winning combination.
If you've got termites and need to get rid of them fast, trust Rentokil Initial. We have over 60 years of experience in the Bahamas. As a part of a global brand, our training and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty on termite fumigation with the best payment terms in the Bahamas. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name you can call on: Rentokil Initial. Call us at 322-2157.
Breaker 19, turn me up. I'm live on the line. See, now we on.
Yes, Bahamas, we on the radio. Who would have thought that Mr. Anche would be on the radio? I want to make a good quick correction to Mr. Professor Sidney MacArthur Walter Thompson. That's his name. And his show is aired every day from Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Stay tuned. I am always a special guest on his show every Friday. You can catch me there closing out your week, and then every Sunday between 5 and 6 here on Global, starting your week. Okay, and so we're back. And so last week, because I don't want to dwell too much on the sadness of my day, because, you know, that's my personal life. And so that young man, I want him to know that me and him going to have a conversation with the law in a minute, because y'all going to understand what's going on. But outside of that, I want to keep the show moving. And I want to focus on the basis of what the show is all about. And I want to welcome to everybody to the classroom. I hope that everybody that is listening has brought their pad, their book, their pen, their paper, their pencil, because it's time now that let's talk about. And if you remember, before I close, I said that this week we want to get talking about vision. See, last week we was talking about as if we already in the business. And so I was providing some little strategies and insights on and tips on how you could make business better, and not knowing that I was going to come here with such a gloom and doom story, Bahamas. But for all those young business owners out there who are looking to take advantage of advertisement, you can give my producer a call at 326-0271, or you can give me a call at 820-3356. We do have advertisement packages. Okay, as my professional background in business development, I am in a position to provide you viable working strategies to take your business from zero to however you want to take it. The good thing about what I love about fencing, Rasta, and why it hurt me so much to see it go the way it gone, because it's not gone. I'm still the installer, okay, and I'm still fencing Rasta. And I challenge every Rastafarian out there, because like I told them, I don't know why you bothered me, but I didn't bother you. But since you bothered me, I have to let the world know that Rastafarianism is not a true religion unless you make the adjustments to have Jesus Christ as the head and as the Lord and Savior of all Rastafarian. Until then, so Selassie say, do not worship him. So why y'all worshiping the man? Stop it. Because when you worship him, you are now considered a false religion. And fencing Rasta was bigger than the religion. That's what they didn't understand. And so we as Bahamians, we got to get out our feelings. Because when you're getting your feelings and y'all make decisions, you can't take that back. Like I tell a young man, he have to determine who reported my page, and he have to figure out how to act and get my business back to where it was 4-5 weeks ago. Profitable and successful. I don't know what they was thinking. This week we can talk about vision. And as I Google vision, if you define vision, and we want to specifically dive into the definition based on the biblical definition of vision. And the internet says, in the Bible, the word vision is more often used as an encounter with God where he is imparted special revelation, often intuitively in dreams or in dark sayings. You can check that in Numbers chapter 12, verse 6. Sometimes vision can be, okay. So let me go to then. The dictionary defines vision as an act of power of anticipating which will or may come to be. Vision gives direction and a glimpse over our life to make our goals and purpose become a reality. In order to understand where we want ourselves to be in life, we must have a clear vision over our life. So that's what it was when I started fencing Rasta. I had a vision. I saw myself building a successful online fencing business to provide service and products at the best price to the consumers. And that was working. And it's still working. Just a little setback. And so I said to people, if you're having challenges trying to identify your vision, the easiest way for you to understand what the vision is exactly what it says. It is the future outlook of something that you want to see happen in your life. Whether it's a business, whether it's an event, whatever it is, that's that vision. So when you look into the physical and you are now currently in your present state, you may not be living your vision, but then you may want to identify your vision. And so that vision is that place where you see yourself going. So right now is the start. Right now my start is on the radio. This is my new program, my new venture, Independent Talks Business. And so when I was first thinking of the vision, I had to see myself in studio, okay, behind the microphone. I had to set up and see how I wanted the vision to be executed, okay. And then what I did was I began to work towards that vision. The Bible says you write it down and make it plain. Even though it may tarry, it will come to pass. Remember that, mamas, that is true. That's why I'm trying to tell. That's why this show is so timely for the Rastafarian too. Because it's clearly they don't have the vision. If you check out that camp is in the back there in Garden Hills, they must even cut that out of Garden Hills when the next election. Okay, because I have no rules for them. If they in my constituency, okay, y'all gonna be worshiping the Most High. Y'all gonna be calling on Jesus. Y'all gonna be calling on Tafari as the Lord and Savior. No, he said that he's not it. So you only had no rights to report my business. You only had no rights to tell me. Just like any Christian, they could just start a church. They don't have to go to a Satan and register and meet with this pastor and that pastor and say, oh, I get in the Christian faith. No, they are called. If they feel they are called by God and they accept Jesus, their Lord and Savior, and they become Christian, they start their ministry. So even if the Rasta fell offended and I here start my own ministry, that is in my rights. That is in my rights to start my own ministry or my rights to move in a different direction if I find errors in your faith and in your religion. That was my right. That's my right. I didn't disrespect y'all. I didn't knock the Rasta. I said my company name is Fencing Rasta. Y'all got offended and try to hurt a man and his family and think everything is okay with that. No, sir. We can have the law prevail. And so now that you have written down what you think and perceive in your mind as your vision, okay, I want us to now prepare the steps to nurture. See, because that vision now is only a seed. See, that your vision don't come together right away, and most people don't follow the vision unless they see it. But there are some people like my wife who believe in the vision. And I want to say good night to Sandra Carey, who's tuned in, and to my wife who is tuned in. I want to say thank you. See, that vision, that seed, that ain't come a tree yet full with fruits, but that's the start. And every man and woman God has buried and placed within themselves a vision seed. Now, what you have to do is you have to nurture that vision seed, like any seed. I don't know if you ever did this exercise, but back in the day when I was living in South Beach, okay, because I remember time I used to walk from South Beach to Pinewood. A lot of people don't know, but I did a lot of work in Pinewood back in the day when we was establishing a food and beverage mixology training certification program under the Ministry of Education that I spearheaded and drafted and ensured that the client was able to be certified by the Ministry of Education, got him connected with contracts through the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture. So, and youth sports specifically, okay? And so I had many times walking in from South Beach to Pinewood, helping to recruit for the program to provide opportunities for young persons who generally didn't have it. And we trained a lot of persons out of South Beach, out of Pinewood, in the art of mixology. We had a whole school that I also was instrumental in assisting him in getting set up in Land Sharks. See, they forget these things. But this is just how we are not, as a prophet, maybe it's true, we are not welcome in our own home. Okay? But Mr. Angel, you have a question. Mr. Angel has been doing some great big things for many people for many years. Okay? And so that's just who I am. And so at the end of the day, now that we have understand that in us is a vision seed, you must now, as any seed, because I did an exercise back in the day where I actually got a seed, got a pot, got some soil, and I buried that seed. And I watched for weeks and months, for a year. I watched that seed grew into a tree. I took that tree out the pot and I planted it in the yard. And it's still there standing in the yard where I left it. And that's when I learned how important it is to ensure that your vision seed gets the essentials it needs in order to spring root and to take shape into your life. See, that process right there, when you start to see the seed dies. See, the seed is have to die first. You know, when you bury that seed in the ground, that's die first. Then out of that comes life, that germination. Then you see the root. Then the root is take president down and lodge itself in the earth. Then out of that seed, it shoots a stem that finds its way through however deep you buries that seed till it breaks the ground. And then you see something. See, that's a process. See, that in itself, from the seed being buried to the seed being exposed from the soil, is a process. And if you have not started that process, then you need to get started. That's why I'm here to encourage you to get started. Then after that seed breaks ground and you start to see the stem, something else happens. The stem starts to create these branches. And then something happens, a little leaf would appear. Wow. I say, my God. Then you will find it as it continues to grow, the branches closer to the ground sometimes would fall off, and then new branches would appear with bigger leaves. You're getting somewhere, right? Now this plant is exposed to sunlight Because these are the ingredients, you know. See, the word of God, your strength, your belief, and your vision, all that is equivalent to the sunlight, to the rain. You understand? And to the time. And when that tree growing, you don't even see it, eh? You go back 2-3 weeks and you say, my God, the thing done out the ground. Then as it continue to grow, you realize then the leaves will fall off. Then new leaves will come in its place. And then something else happens at a particular phase. The tree starts to get something called flower. That's another process in the evolution of the vision as it grows and becomes manifested in your life. Now that same flower that becomes evident, something happens to that. A fruit. Because if it's a fruit-bearing seed or tree, you begin to start to see the fruit of the vision. So you don't know the tree or the seed unless you know where the seed comes from. You wouldn't know until the fruit appears what type of fruit tree it is. But you already know your vision, right? So you don't plant a pear seed because you're expecting what? Pear trees. If you plant 10 pear tree seeds, you should expect 10 pear trees, right? And each tree comes with many fruits of pears with a seed. See, that's the power, how powerful your vision is. See, that one vision is give birth to many. It's duplicate itself, where you could keep making more of that vision. So Fencing Rasta as a vision is duplicatable, and that's what I did. I transferred information to young men who had no knowledge of the skill. Why? Because they have the ability, but that's the fruit tree. That's what the vision becomes after it grows and it bears fruit. It ain't just come with one seed, one fruit. No, it's one seed creates multiple fruits with seeds. One seed. That's how powerful. And even that in itself, it tells you the nature of God. That God deals with abundance. He gives you abundance. Boy, hey, when the topic's so sweet, I mean, it felt like I just start talking and I hear my favorite artist in the background. Yep, because we're on the radio. So hold that thought, Bombers. Remember now, your fruit, your seed, your vision seed ain't just come with one fruit. Just remember that. We're about to take a break. I'll see you when you come back.
Fall is here, and so are the incredible advertising deals at Global 99.5 FM. Whether you're launching a new product, promoting holiday sales, or just want to get your brand out there, we've got you covered with unbeatable rates this season. Reach thousands of potential customers and boost your business before the holidays hit. Call 326-0271 or just email sales@globalradio995fm.com to learn more about our fall advertising promotions. Global 99.5 FM, reaching customers wherever they are for your success. Bahamian feel-good food in the right atmosphere. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whichever you choose. It's the Cricket Club Restaurant at Haynes Point, West Bay Street. The food is off the chain. Bahamian breakfast. We talking stew cow, stew fish, and sheeptown sauce. And for lunch, crab soup, okra soup, and peas soup and dumpling. Man! And for dinner, they got mahi seafood platter or steak and shrimp. Only $28.95 per person. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Cricket Club Restaurant. Call 326-4720 for reservations. Oh, and don't forget, there's a live band, The Magic Touch, every Friday night. See,
Janae's Christmas Wonderland is open under the Big Tent. Get 20 to 50% off selected Christmas decorations. Restrictions apply. Trees in pink, frosted green or white in a variety of sizes. LED and laser lights, a large variety of tree ornaments, lighted angels, Santa tree toppers, bright and lively colored Christmas balls, garlands, wreaths, red and white stringed cranberry, tree skirts, stockings, and lots more. Add flowers, picks, and decorative mesh to brighten up your home or office this holiday season. And don't forget the toys at Janae's Chesapeake Road. Follow us on Facebook Facebook and Instagram at Janae's Limited. WhatsApp 817-3295.
Black Friday week sale starts Monday, November 25th at John West Shoe Company. Up to 25% off selected items. Sale includes some of your favorite footwear, such as heels, sneakers, dress shoes, and sandals for men, ladies, and kids. Don't forget to check out our newest inventory of Crocs while you're in store. Let us put shoes on your feet. John West Shoe Store is located in the plaza behind the Walk-Up Wendy's. Contact us at 603-SHOE, 603-7463.
Breaker 19, turn it up. I'm live on the line. See, now we on. Now we on.
Okay, Bahamas. Now, how many of you all are now checking your vision seed to make sure that you are now preparing your plan to start to nurture your seed? Because after a while, I'm excited to know exactly what fruits you all are preparing to produce. Because that now becomes shareable. See, that's what the power of God is. Like I was saying before I even took the break. God is a God of abundance. Think about it, Bahamas. He gave us every fruit get one seed, right? But then when that seed get buried and you check the fruit on the tree, it don't come just one fruit on the big tree. It's a multiple mangoes. And then when the mangoes drop, he gave a season. So they ain't just come with one batch. He gave months, sometimes yearly harvest. You see? And so that's the same concept that applies to our lives now. What God has given us is it is able to produce more and abundantly. See, scarcity, poverty, that ain't nothing of God. That's man construct. See, God has already told us everything he do, he brings in multiplication. The fishes of the sea. One fish has produced many fishes. Okay? And so we have to apply these rules and principles to our lives. Okay? And that's how important it is for this show. And so now that we have identified the vision, I want you to write it down like the Bible says. Write it down and make it plain. Okay? And every day work towards that vision, nurture that vision, feed that seed so that could grow. Okay. Another vision we have in the studio is the Bahamian Weekend Blast hosted by Jay Wise. Okay. You can tune in every Friday from 4 to 6. Okay. And on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I'm going to tell you about that show. That show, I talked to the host and he said, Angel, man, that show all about Bahamians, brother. I said, what you mean? He said, man, listen, man, you know how much talent we get in this country? He said, it's for too long that we have not created a proper platform. That's the vision. Listen now, listen, Bahamas. He created a platform, which was once a vision. He thought about it, write it down. He said, you know what? I can come up with a platform on radio to promote Bahamian music. And he said, I can call it the Bahamian, let me make sure I get it right, the Bahamian Weekend Blast. And I can specialize in promoting Bahamian talent and music on the radio. And he said, guess what, Kareem? I want you to let the Bahamas know that when these artists put in their work, invest in their money in producing the seed or the vision that they're going to bring into the studio, he said, you can make sure it get played. Because he said, when you get played, you get paid. And he said, he about making Bahamians get paid off of good music when it get played. And so that's what Jay Wise is all about. Y'all could tune into him every Friday from 4 to 6. Right here on Global 99.5. If you want to call in, now is a good time to call in. You can chime in at 326-0271 or 326-0272. Or you can WhatsApp us at 813-0271. You can check us out on our website at Global. That's www.global995fm.com. You can check us out on Cable Bahamas at channel 974, and be sure to check out our lineups. We got on Sundays, you start the week off with Independent Talks Business with Mr. Kareem Independent Hanschel, and then you have from Mondays through Fridays between 2 to 4 with our very own Professor Cindy MacArthur Walter Thompson. Okay, and I'm always a special guest appeared on this show every Friday between 2 to 4. And then you get the Jay Wise, Mr. Jay Wise. You know, I'm so proud of Mr. Jay Wise because guess what? His show is Bahamian. promoting Bahamian music, turning it a weekend blast. And so we want you to support our shows. Like every show on the radio we do, encourage Bahamians if they want to advertise. You can call into the station and buy into one of our affordable advertisement packages with great reach. We have tremendous strategies that actually work. And like I tell persons, you only need to advertise with us once a month. Once, 1 month. And the rest of your life is changed. The program only allows you to advertise for 1 full month. 1 month you need to spend with Global, and your business will be different, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to make people successful. Okay, and so that's why this show is now getting persons to start to look at what I want to do, not just look at what someone doing and want to do it. No, what do you want to do? What did God put in your heart to do? Okay, that's very important. And then how you could turn that and make that work for you. You understand? And then we as a nation, how do we start to support each other? Because now we have a lot of young men who trying to be something in life, and we want to support them. Not every young man want to go to jail. Not every young man want to be here begging for something. We want to work for it. Especially being Bahamian, when they say Bahamians don't want to work. We want to work for it. That's why we start our own business. They say there ain't no jobs. Okay, we can start our own. And now you get people like Mr. Angel and Jay Wise who, when you bring your product, we going to make sure it get into the hands of the right people who want to buy it. Because that's how business works. Like I tell you last week, without no money, business can't work, right? And without no sales, business can't work. So that's what marketing and advertisement is all about. We here is the special, we is the professionals in that regard. And so we expect you all to trust our expert levels and opinions and strategies to ensure that you all be just as hot as we all are, especially over this Christmas holiday. Okay. And so while you now understand what your vision is, I need you all to write it down. Now, for persons who may be not sure if they're on the right track, I can leave you my numbers that if you want to call, you can give me a call direct at 820-3356 and we can discuss it. And then I can then assist you all in formulating a true vision statement that you can now start to build your business plan around. That's what we can get excited about next week, Bahamas. God spare life. Is when we start to show how we can take this vision. Because one of the things I learned, I don't know if you ever watched the show, I think it was Steve Jobs movie. And his vision was to put a Mac in everybody's home. Yeah, they say Bahamas. So simple as that, I could say to Fence and Rasta, hey, my vision was to ensure that that everyone who don't have fences installed, make it affordable for them to get a fence. And everyone who have no gates, make it affordable so they can get chain link gates. You can hit me up at 820-3356. I'm still in the fencing business. Okay, I do great work. Unfortunately, I can't provide my Facebook page for y'all could see my work. But again, that's a different story. And so we moving away from that type of behavior, Bahamas, where we tearing down each other. No, I ain't gonna fight that with the same fight. No, I want to show my brothers in the Rastafarian religion love. You see? Because that's what Tafari taught me. Love. Tafari was a man who never cheated on his wife, faithful to his empress. That's why I committed to being faithful to my empress. Because of Tafari. See, when Jesus came to set the pace for individual movement. Then they did some things, and he didn't get a chance to find his bride. When he coming back again, he can find his bride. But he left instructions after the 4 Gospels, Acts straightforward to up to a certain set of books. He talks about the purpose of getting married as a young man. When you read the book of Acts, Acts talks about getting married, finding yourself a partner, being involved in sex, and why it's important for you to get married. See, we don't teach these no more in church. All they want to talk about is prosperity gospel. Bring your tithes. But it's more than living for God than just bringing your tithes. To make the pastors them wealthy, who don't even turn back and reinvest anything in the communities. And so all that we changing going forward, Bahamas, as a young youth leader a young man, mature man now, understanding that I don't have to abide by the same mistakes my fathers made, my uncles made, my mummies them made, my grandmothers and grandfathers made. No, I can change that direction, Bahamas. And how we do is by love, by educating ourselves, and being a support system for each other in the time of diversity and adversity. We call on each other to become the village, not wait till something bad happens, whether, God forbid, it ends in death or it ends in sickness. No, God protected me, Bahamas. Did you know, Bahamas, right now, I am living with a hole in my chest? Four years now, and I watch God heal me. Every day he making it smaller and smaller and smaller through the prayers. By his stripes, I am healed. When it get too unbearable, I have to hold my chest and I have to say, by his stripes, I am healed. And despite that all, we have to still show love. And that's what the Bible says. And so next week's show, as we continue to close, as we continue to move towards that end of this week's show, as we discuss initially where we talk about finding your vision seed, doing what it takes to nurture that seed, to bring that to the point of fruition. The fruition, the fruit tree, is the full vision. That's what you want to put on the vision, on the paper. You don't want to put the vision seed. You want to put what the vision will look like when it grow and it start to bear fruits. You understand? And next week's show is when we can dive more into now, how do you take that vision, that overall goal or scope of reality that has not come yet, but you're working towards, how do we put that into a workable, viable plan? You see? And see that plan? That plan is what now takes that seed to the fruit tree. That's the space in between the seed and the fruit tree. It's the process. And the plan has to encompass that process that you have to follow. And if your plan ain't working, then the business ain't gonna work. See, that's why Fence and Rasta is so successful, because I had a successful plan. You know yourself, all your business, all your money you make come through the internet. Drive your costs down, you're able to survive and take care of your family despite the challenges you go through, being kicked out of your family homes, being had to leave your apartment because the landlord wasn't paying the rent and wasn't paying the light bill, and the BPL come and turn your light off. You understand? And then you have to, so God is put in us these vision that we have to implement in order to keep us. And because I had a vision and a plan, we on the radio. That's our final break, Bahamas. So it's still time you want to call in and chime in. The lines are open. That's 326-0271. That's 326-0272.
Breaker 19, turn me up. I'm live on the line. See, now we on.
Fall is here, and so are the incredible advertising deals at Global 99.5 FM. Whether you're launching a new product, promoting holiday sales, or just want to get your brand out there, we've got you covered with unbeatable rates this season. Reach thousands of potential customers and boost your business before the holidays hit. Call 326-0271 or just email sales@globalradio995fm.com to learn more about our fall advertising promotions. Global 99.5 FM, reaching customers wherever they are for your success.
If you've got termites and need to get rid of them fast, trust Rentokil Initial. We have over 60 years of experience in the Bahamas. As a part of a global brand, our training and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty on termite fumigation with the best payment terms in the Bahamas. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name you can call on: Rentokil Initial. Call us at 322-2157.
Janae's Christmas Wonderland is open under the Big Tent. Get 20 to 50% off selected Christmas decorations. Restrictions apply. Trees in pink, frosted green or white in a variety of sizes, LED and laser lights, a large variety of tree ornaments, lighted angels, Santa tree toppers, bright and lively colored Christmas balls, garlands, wreaths, red and white stringed cranberry, tree skirts, stockings, and lots more. Add flowers, picks, and decorative mesh to brighten up your home or office this holiday season. And don't forget the toys at Janae's Chesapeake Road. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Janae's Limited. WhatsApp 817-3295.
Great news! Ron's Electric Motors' new location on Cowpen Road, right next to Island Luck, is open Saturdays and Sundays. So for those needing repairs on electric motors, generators, welding machines, water pumps, battery chargers, electric lifts, transformers, and power tools, Ron's Cowpen Road location can have you up and running on weekends. Don't forget, you can still visit Ron's Electric Motors on Wolf Road and Claridge Road, and now Ron's new location on Cowpen Road. Dial 356-0249 or 323-5267.
Another year, another Christmas, and another opportunity to enjoy the amazing variety and quality at Y-Cares. Men's jeans, all styles, along with dress and short sleeve shirts. Ladies' jeans, all styles, plus dress pants, blouses, and underwear. Y-Cares has a big selection of fridges, stoves, irons, and fans, and even bed mattresses and box spring frames for all sizes. Everything you need for everyone that needs it is at Y-Cares. 3 locations to serve you: Bahama Avenue, East Street South, and Prince Charles Drive.
Yes, and we're back. I'm on the radio. Vision. Everything starts with the vision. Write it down, make it plain. Even though it may tarry, it will come to pass. Once you get that vision down, you need some assistance with that vision, give me a call, 820-3356. You can WhatsApp that. We can set up an appointment, and then we can sit down and talk to get your vision structured. And then next week's show is where we dive into how do you convert that vision into a plan. See, that is very important. A vision without a plan will always fail. A man who failed to plan, planned to fail. I learned that. I want you to take these little nuggets down, Bahamas, because they ain't my words, but they quotes and words I took into my heart that helped shape me in terms of staying focused and never giving up. And to everybody out there in Studio Land who've tuned in, I want you to know that this show is open for sponsors if you are a business owner, along with the entire slate of shows from Monday through Sunday. Okay, you can pick, choose, and refuse. Advertisement is a key element to the business, and you will learn that once we start to dive deep into the business plan and we get to that topic. You will understand how vital advertisement is to the business. And I only say that because I'm trying to sell you all some advertisement. We have a great advertisement pocket. Like I say, you only need to come and advertise with Hanshell for 1 month. That's all I give in every business. 1 month, a 30-day spread, 28-day spread. After that, they straight. They don't have to come see me no more. That's my guarantee. You can give me a call at 820-3356. I'm always open for people to give me a trial and a test, and I always win, and I always pass, because this is something that this is who I am, Mr. Business Developer. And so I want to say, I want you to know that next week when you come prepared with your pen and your pad, we want to dive into the business plan. And we can talk about the different sections week by week. There can be different sections that we can dissect, because we only get an hour on the show. An hour is a lot of time, but we can spend some time dealing with the specifics. Okay. And we will then be able to get you moving, because once we complete the business plan workshop on air, which is probably the first time it's ever been done, okay, we can go through this, because what I learned is a lot of people time used to like to spend for business plan to be written, but the problem was they didn't understand the business. And so when they go to in front of investors or financiers, or just on the day-to-day communicating their vision and their plan, it always created issues for them. So what I have done was created this show and a program to assist you to understand how to write your own plan, and to use me as a means to help evaluate and to assess, to ensure that your plan is meeting all the criteria to be successful. Okay, because it's very important, Bahamas, that you know how to run your plan, and that you had full involvement in your plan writing. Okay, Again, you can give me a call at 820-3356. You can call me, WhatsApp me anytime. You can set up and book an appointment. I do host calls. I generally come to persons. It's a private business. I do freelance, and so there is a small fee. But that is determined based on what exactly is required of me to help you get your business and your vision to business plan, and then from plan to execution and growth. Okay? And so that's very important. So next week, again, we can be diving into the business plan section. Today was all about vision. I hope we had a good understanding of that. It's very important that you have to know what it is that you see your life headed, what your business is about. Okay? And once you get that, we then move to the next phase. Okay? And so, as theme music takes us away, I want to say thank you to everybody that is tuned in, and to that young man. We can talk, brother. It's because, you know, when you they say you don't play with a man food. You know, you could talk to me like a dog. You know, I tell people that any day. I have one more minute and then I get in. You could talk to me like a dog, but when you start to challenge and trouble my family and put their life and them at risk, then it's a problem. And so next week, same time, same station, Global 99.5 FM.
Over and out, we on the radio live broadcast. And the sun will come out tomorrow, live forecast. See, I'ma take you to school, y'all need more class. Break a 1-9, turn me up. I'm live on the line, see, now we on.
Global 99.5 FM reminds our listeners that the views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the host and guests, and not necessarily the opinions of the owners of Global Communications Network and the operators.
Can't describe the beauty of the rose, white